Andrew Humphries, Regional Vice President and General Manager of Yas Viceroy Hotel.
Here we are at the 2015 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix at the spectacular Yas Viceroy Hotel. This unique position of the hotel gives you an advantage over any other hotel in the world when it comes to an F1 weekend experience. What activities and events have taken place so far, and what can racegoers today expect?
Well, I think number one, this hotel was built for F1, so it's everything we do, the design, the layout, the programs we offer are all about F1. There are other hotels on the track, so Singapore, for example, Monaco, but there are 30 or 40 hotels on those tracks, so this is truly unique here. We offer a huge range of food and beverage options, so depending on what you're looking for, you can sit on one of our terraces, or you can just come in for a cup of coffee and soak up the atmosphere. So everything's available.
There's a number of racegoers sitting on the terraces behind us. What specific restaurants are available for them to book and have an advantage point today?
So number one, the terraces that you can see behind me have a fantastic view of the track, actually probably the best view of the track. You've got three corners right in your view at the end of a long straight, so you see a lot of action on these three bends here. Origins Terrace, which is our largest terrace, which is our main buffet restaurant. Then we have Kazu, which is our Japanese restaurant, and we also have a Tayyab Terrace, which is our Arabic restaurant. All of them are slightly themed towards those cuisines, but they all have spectacular views of the track.
What specific challenges does an event of this size place on you and your team from an operations point of view?
Well, it's a very, very busy operation, particularly in food and beverage. I mean, the hotel's full, number one. All 499 rooms and suites are taken. And then we have the other, all the other outlets are full, whether they're on the track with a view of the track or not. And it's 4 days of sort of pretty intense pressure on the operation. We've done it now for 6 years, so we know what to expect. There's always the unexpected that inevitably happens. But in general, I think we kind of understand the customer now, what the customer's looking for. So with fingers crossed, it goes well. And this year's no exception.
How far in advance do the Yas Viceroy hotel rooms sell out for the Grand Prix weekend? Are there special race weekend packages that are on offer? And what else does the guest experience while staying here?
Well, I think number one, yes, we do sell out. We're completely sold out this year, as we have been in previous years. It tends to be, we sell out at I would say, anywhere between 3 and 1 week out. So there is availability, tending to be availability right the way through the year. So it's not an instant sellout. So there's an option of getting in, and don't be put off if you haven't booked your room by January the 1st. There's still lots of options available. But in terms of the program, yes, there are lots of packages available. So there's the main thing is our hospitality suites. So we have some great hospitality suites, and those are available for up to 25 people. So that's a wonderful way to watch the race, actually.
Besides the in-house guests, you've got a large visitor flow coming through the doors. How do you control this and the associated logistics around security and transport in and out of the hotel?
Well, number one, safety is the most important aspect of everything we do. So we work with the local authorities very closely. We've got tremendous support from security, tremendous support from traffic control and the police. So all in all, we work very closely and are well supported by those that have the expertise to run those things. Security, this year is certainly at any world event is going to be higher than it has been in the past. But it's so far I think it's been a great experience. It's been very professionally handled and hasn't been an issue for our guests.
With so many people now living their lives through social media channels, how do you as a hotel make sure that you gain from this heightened tweeting and Instagramming that all your guests are taking part in?
Well, we have quite a large marketing department, and obviously social media. Over the years, it's shifted from being traditional marketing to social media marketing. So we have a pretty skilled team that understand that, which I don't particularly understand, I have to admit. But they're really good at maximizing all the benefits that offers.
Thanks for the honest answer. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is now in its 7th year, and it's known as the biggest sporting event in this region. How much of an impact has the event had on visitor numbers in Abu Dhabi as a whole?
I think it's a huge effect on visitor numbers. Number one, it raises the profile of Abu Dhabi. You know, 600 million viewers are watching this race, will watch the race tonight, so it's an enormous number. And Abu Dhabi has done a great job of sort of marketing itself as the venue for this great race. Number one, it built this incredible track. I mean, it really is. You couldn't ask for a better venue that has the marina, the nightlife, the hotels, all clustered around it. And also, very importantly, very easy to get to and from. I mean, a lot of the F1 venues have real challenges in terms of traffic and just access. So this is it's just been brilliantly designed. But it's a huge impact on Abu Dhabi. You know, I think you'll find that the hotels are generally full. They're different price points, and obviously the further you are away from the track, the sort of less connection it has to the race. But still, you know, I think some of our colleagues in other hotels in the city are very grateful that F1 is here.
There's a number of other attractions around Yas Island for visitors to experience, such as Yas Mall, Ferrari World, and the marina here behind us. What type of relationship do you have with these attractions, and do they draw additional numbers into the hotel?
They do, and the Yas Island is a developing destination. You know, there are also theme parks planned, so they will add another element. But there's no doubt that Waterworld and the mall have added just more to do when you're here on Yas Island. We're also very close to Dubai. You know, we're really a 45-minute drive from Dubai Marina, 55 minutes from this downtown. So it's a great location. We're a 10-minute drive from the airport. So it's as the destination develops, the island becomes more and more alive, and it's really becoming a destination in its own right.
You've just mentioned the airport. It's only 10 minutes away from here. The new airport's opening in 2017. Is that an exciting prospect for you?
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, I think number one, if you've seen the building, you've already, as the skeleton goes up, it's going to be a spectacular piece of architecture. And I think in its own right, it's going to be almost an attraction. But it's close to the old airport, if that's the right term, or the existing airport. So location access will be improved. They're already building a lot of access roads, so it'll be even easier to get to and from the airport. But it is going to be a great addition to Abu Dhabi.
Besides the Grand Prix Abu Dhabi weekend, what other events happen throughout the year to keep your hotel at high occupancies?
You know, we work a lot with motorsport industry, finance industry. You know, tech companies love this hotel, so if they're doing a conference or a meeting, they love using this venue because it very much reflects a lot of those tech companies' ethos. And again, we try and have a little bit more of a less formal service style here. So all of that fits in well with sort of more, if I can call them, contemporary businesses.
Viceroy as a company is looking to expand its presence here in the Middle East. There's 2 new hotels opening in Dubai. Why is this an important expansion for Viceroy, and when are these hotels due to open?
So we have 2 projects in Dubai. The first one will open, it's on the Palm. The address actually is number 1 the Palm. So it's a great location. It's very easy to get to and from the city on that particular location. And it'll open September the 1st is our target date at the moment, next year. Very exciting, 477 rooms, also 221 residences. So a large hotel, but it's going to be an absolutely spectacular one. Architecturally, in terms of the look and feel of it, the finishes are wonderful. We have a second project as well, which we're working on, which we hope will follow a couple of years later. And Dubai is important to us because it's a world city these days. You know, there's no doubt that it's to have a footprint in Dubai is a bit like having a footprint in London, Paris, and New York.
And also with Dubai Expo 2020 almost around the corner, very important to have properties there as well as here.
Yes, I mean 2020 again will just further position Dubai and Abu Dhabi as world cities. And you know, they'll bring in over the 6 months that the fair is open, bring in a tremendous number of visitors that are new, I think, to the region as well, which is really important. You know, expose Abu Dhabi and Dubai even further to the world stage.
It's National Day here on the 2nd of December. Are you doing anything special to celebrate this? A lot of buildings have been lighting up in all the various national colours.
Absolutely. Well, you know, the glass shell that you see over the building will be lit with the national colours, as we have done every year. We expect it to be a very busy weekend. With F1 weekend preceding the national day and the national weekend celebrations on the weekend, we expect to be pretty busy here.
Just some final personal questions. Do you take advantage of being literally on the racetrack, and have you driven a car around it?
Actually, I haven't driven a car around it. I've run around it and I've cycled around it, but I actually haven't driven a car around it. But one of my sons has, and he loved the experience.
Sounds good. And who's your money on to win today?
I wouldn't dare say. But of course, Lewis.
That's great. Thank you very much for your time on such a busy day,
Pleasure.
and thank you for talking to Breaking Travel News.
Thanks very much.